Hello, Heartland fans. Season 18, Episode 10 is finally here, bringing heartbreak, tough choices, and emotional goodbyes. Amy's journey has taken us through grief, love, and healing. But in this episode, the stakes are higher than ever. Who will Amy choose to stand by her side, Caleb or Nathan? Will Nathan's unwavering support be enough to win her heart? And what about Lou? Is she really dying? What impact will her heartbreaking journey have on Amy's decisions? Hope is on the way, but grab your tissues because the next chapter of Heartland won't be easy to watch. Let's talk about everything you need to know before the shocking season finale. If you've been following the season, you know Lou's journey has taken a devastating turn. What's really happening to Lou? Is she truly dying, or is there hope left for our beloved character? The tension is mounting, and every moment is filled with uncertainty. The episode starts with Lou's terrible condition, creating a shaded area over the whole farm. Since her fall, Lou's body has been taking on a tough conflict. Her head injury has left her in basic condition, and her messed-up leg is a consistent sign of the risky mishap. While the Heartland family attempts to remain confident, obviously Lou's recuperation may not be all around as basic as everybody trusted. Her condition has declined, and specialists are progressively worried about her possibilities of endurance. As the family rallies together to support Lou through her darkest hours, Amy finds herself torn between her love for her sister and the decisions she must face. With Lou's life hanging in the balance, Amy is confronted not only with the threat of losing a family member, but also with questions about her own future. Lou's unexpected request for Amy to marry Nathan adds another layer of emotional complexity. But why would Lou, already facing the unimaginable, ask Amy to make such a difficult decision? Is it because Lou feels she won't be around to see Amy's happiness? Or is there something deeper at play? Lou's heartbreaking journey becomes a catalyst for Amy's emotional reckoning. It forces Amy to confront her grief over Ty's passing and make choices about her own future. As Lou fights for her life, Amy grapples with grief, guilt, and the pressure to move on. The weight of losing Ty, her husband, still lingers heavily in her heart. Amy has been doing her best to stay strong for Lindy, but the growing distance from her past is impossible to ignore. Throughout Season 18, Amy has been quietly battling herself. Her memories of Ty are ever present, and the thought of loving someone else feels like a betrayal. Yet the loneliness is suffocating. Her heart aches for Ty, but her desire for companionship is undeniable. Then there's Nathan. He has stood by Amy's side, offering unwavering support and understanding. His kindness and patience have been a beacon of light during Amy's darkest days. But is that enough to help her let go of her past and embrace a future with him? Or will she remain trapped in the memories of the love she lost? Amy's internal conflict leaves the audience wondering, will she ever find the courage to move on? Can she open her heart to someone new? The tension between loyalty to Ty and the hope for new love creates a heartbreaking struggle that is both relatable and devastating. In this episode, Amy reaches a breaking point. Her emotions spill over during a heartfelt conversation with Nathan. He senses her inner conflict and gently presses her to face their reality. "Amy," Nathan says softly, "I care for you. I care for Lindy. But I need to know, do you see a future with me? Can you love again?" His words hit Amy like a ton of bricks. She knows it's time to confront her feelings, but she's unsure of what her heart is telling her. The pain of losing Ty is still fresh. Every time she looks at Nathan, it feels like she's betraying the man she once loved. Yet, she can't deny the connection between them. Amy finally admits, "I don't know if I can ever love anyone the way I loved Ty, Nathan. I can't keep living in the past forever, but I need to know what we could be." Nathan responds with empathy and tenderness. He tells Amy he isn't asking her to forget Ty or the life they had, but to consider the possibility of a future with him. This pivotal moment reminds viewers that healing isn't linear. Even though Amy has been moving forward in many ways, there's still unresolved pain. Nathan's unwavering support is both a blessing and a burden, as it forces Amy to confront her feelings head-on. Will Amy ever be able to move on and embrace a future with Nathan? Or will she remain anchored to her past, unable to take the next step? As the season progresses, the love triangle between Nathan, Amy, and Ty's memory becomes even more intense. The emotional journey is far from over, and Amy's path is about to get even more complicated. Ty's memory reaches a boiling point as the episode progresses. We see Amy wrestling with her dilemma more than ever before. Will Nathan's love be enough to heal her heart, or will she find herself lost in the past, unable to move forward? As Amy grapples with her feelings and the complexities of moving on, she finds herself at the center of a love triangle that will have lasting effects. On one side, there's Nathan, whose steadfast support and deep care for Amy are undeniable. On the other, there's Caleb, Amy's ex-husband, who has been a constant presence in her life, especially when it comes to Lindy. Both men have been integral to Amy's journey, but the question remains, who is truly the right person for her and Lindy? The tension between Nathan and Caleb is palpable throughout the episode. Caleb, while understanding Amy's need for space and time to heal, cannot ignore the growing bond between her and Nathan. The three of them share a delicate balance, but cracks begin to show. Caleb, as a reliable friend and caring father to Lindy, has always held a special place in Amy's heart. Their history is filled with love, pain, and the undeniable connection they once shared. However, since their separation, both have changed in ways that are hard to ignore. While Caleb has proven himself as a father to Lindy and continues to play a pivotal role in Amy's life, the question remains, can they truly return to what they once had? Or is their past too complicated and full of hurt to build a future together? Caleb seems to want nothing more than to rekindle what they once had, but Amy is not so sure. She appreciates his friendship and the bond they share, especially when it comes to Lindy, but deep down, she knows her feelings for him have evolved. Their relationship has moved beyond romantic love into a more platonic co-parenting dynamic. In many ways, Amy and Caleb have grown apart, each forging their own paths. In contrast, Nathan offers something different, something that feels, at least in this moment, more like a potential future. Amy's emotional struggle with moving on is palpable, but Nathan's steady presence calms her. His support feels like the safe haven she needs, not just for herself, but for Lindy as well. Nathan sees the woman Amy has become after her loss, and, rather than trying to erase Tate's memory, he accepts it and he accepts Amy. This unwavering support allows Amy to glimpse a future where she doesn't have to carry the weight of her grief alone. But can Nathan truly fill the void left by Tay? Can he be the man to help Amy heal and become the partner and mother she wants to be? While Nathan's love and patience are admirable, they may not be enough to win Amy's heart entirely. There is a deep bond between them, but whether it's enough to carry them through the trials of raising Lindy together, especially with the shadow of it looming over them, is uncertain. In this episode, we also see Caleb's role in Lindy's life come under scrutiny. Though Amy and Caleb are no longer romantically involved, they share a deep commitment to raising Lindy as a team. Caleb has been an important part of Lindy's life since her birth, and his relationship with her has only grown stronger over time. Lindy's bond with Caleb is clear, and she sees him as a father figure in many ways. This creates a complex dynamic for Amy. On one hand, Caleb has always been there for her, supporting her even after their divorce. On the other hand, Amy must confront whether having Caleb around as a father figure for Lindy is enough, or whether she should move forward with Nathan instead. Amy's decision about her romantic future isn't just about her own desires. It's about what's best for Lindy. The child has already been through so much. Adding further instability by choosing between Caleb and Nathan is something Amy desperately wants to avoid. She wants Lindy to feel secure, loved, and balanced, but where that balance will come from isn't always clear. While Nathan may offer a future, Amy can envision. Caleb's presence in Lindy's life cannot be dismissed. His relationship with Lindy is grounded in the kind of fatherly love Amy deeply values. Caleb is not just an ex-husband trying to win her back. He's a man who has shown time and again his commitment to Lindy and their family dynamic. As Heartland Season 18 unfolds, the weight of Amy's decision grows heavier. Can she truly embrace a future with Nathan, despite the guilt and emotional turmoil of letting go of T? Or does her past with Caleb offer a sense of security she cannot turn away from? These questions guide the emotional tension in the final moments of the episode. In the most pivotal scene, Amy has a heart-to-heart with both Nathan and Caleb. She's torn, unsure of the right choice, and overwhelmed by the fear of losing herself in her grief. Both men express their love for Amy in different ways. Caleb, with his familiar warmth and history, makes a heartfelt plea. "I know we've been through so much, but I'm still here for you. I'll always be here for Lindy and for you, Amy. That's never going to change." His words are sincere, but they also carry the weight of their past. Nathan, on the other hand, speaks from a place of quiet certainty. "Amy, I know it's not easy, but I love you. I love Lindy. I want to build a life with both of you. I want to help you heal in whatever way I can, but I need you to be honest with yourself. You've carried this burden alone for so long, and I'm not asking you to forget I'm just asking you to give me a chance to prove that we can make a new life together. I want that for you and for Lindy." Amy is left in emotional turmoil, facing a choice that will define the course of her future. On one hand, Caleb represents the past, the familiar comfort and shared history they've built. On the other, Nathan represents the possibility of a new future one, where Amy can finally find peace and perhaps allow herself to love again. The decision is not easy, and as the scene ends, the camera lingers on Amy's conflicted expression. Whatever choice she makes, it won't be without consequences. Will she choose Nathan and begin to build a new life? Or will Caleb's familiarity and commitment convince her to try again for Lindy's sake? Heartland Season 18, Episode 10, leaves us with more questions than answers. Amy's journey is far from over. As the emotional roller coaster continues, her strength and resilience will be tested, proving once again that Heartland is as much about healing as it is about love and loss. In this episode, Amy takes a step toward confronting her fears. She has an honest conversation with Nathan, admitting the depth of her internal conflict. "I'm scared," she tells him, her voice trembling. "I'm scared that if I let go of the past, I'll forget Ty. Or worse, betray him. I don't know if I'm ready to let someone new in, not yet." Nathan listens carefully, his face full of understanding. He doesn't push her. Instead, he reassures her. "You don't have to forget Ty. You don't have to move on for anyone but yourself, Amy. But don't close your heart off. You deserve love too. You deserve happiness, and I'm here whenever you're ready." Nathan's words echo in Amy's mind, but she's still not sure. She finds herself haunted by thoughts of Ty and the love they shared. Could she ever have that again? Is it possible to have a future with Nathan while honoring the memory of the man she loved? Amy's struggle is further complicated when Lou, fighting for her life, shares a vulnerable moment with Amy. In a rare moment of clarity, Lou pulls Amy aside, looking her in the eyes with a deep, knowing gaze. "Amy, you've been through so much, but don't hold yourself back because of the past. Ty wouldn't want you to stay in pain forever. He would want you to live, to love again, to give Lindy the kind of future she deserves. You have so much love to give, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders alone. Lou's words strike a chord in Amy. In that moment, she begins to understand that moving on doesn't mean forgetting. It means allowing herself the freedom to experience joy and love again. And while Tay's memory will always be a part of her, it doesn't have to be a barrier to her future. With this realization, Amy begins to open her heart to the possibility of a future with Nathan. But there's still uncertainty. As much as she cares for him, as much as he's been there for her, the fear of being hurt again is always lurking. She knows that love is a risk, but it's a risk she's beginning to feel ready to take. Amy's heartfelt journey has led her to this crossroads, and now it's time for her to make a decision, one that will change the course of her life and the lives of those around her. Will she choose Nathan, the man who has stood by her side through it all? Or will she find herself unable to move beyond the shadow of her past? As Amy takes a step forward in her emotional journey in Heartland Season 18, the weight of Lou's words continues to echo in her mind. You deserve to live again, Amy. You deserve to love again. The choice is not easy. It's filled with complexity and emotion, but the audience is left with a sense of anticipation. The episode ends on a cliffhanger, with Amy left standing at a crossroads, looking out over Heartland Ranch. The wind gently stirs her hair, and for the first time in a long while, she doesn't feel completely lost. She's not sure where this path will lead, but she knows it's time to choose. As the screen fades to black, viewers are left to wonder, will Amy choose Nathan? And what does the future hold for her, Lindy, and the entire Heartland family? As the episode unfolds, Lou's situation continues to cast a dark shadow over the Heartland circle of family, influencing everyone's actions and decisions in profound ways. Lou, notwithstanding her pain, remains a beacon of strength for Amy. Even in her fragile state, Lou's determination to see her sister thrive is palpable. She knows the weight of Amy's heartache and the difficulty of moving on after losing Ty. But she also understands that life doesn't pause, and neither should Amy. Lou's journey becomes a catalyst for Amy's own transformation in this pivotal episode. While Lou grapples with her mortality, she uses every moment she has left to impart wisdom to Amy. In a heartfelt and emotional conversation between the two sisters, Lou tells Amy, "You can't stay in the past forever, Amy. Tay might need you to find happiness again. You deserve to have someone by your side. Lindy needs you to be whole again." These words hit Amy like a tidal wave. Lou, despite her own struggles, is encouraging Amy to live, to love again, and to honor Ty by moving forward. Lou's heartbreaking journey reminds Amy that life is fragile, and we only get one chance at it. Amy realizes that she can't hold on to the past forever, not just for herself, but for Lindy, who needs a mother who can show her what it means to embrace the future with hope. Amy's journey in Heartland Season 18 is one of love, loss, and new beginnings. In the end, it's not about forgetting Ty. It's about embracing the future with those she loves. With Lou's wisdom guiding her, Amy chooses to open her heart to Nathan, ready to build a new chapter in her life. But the road ahead is still uncertain. Will their love survive? Will Lou pull through? Only time will tell. What do you think? Will Amy's decision lead to happiness, or will the past haunt her forever? With Amy's heartbreaking journey and tough decisions about love, we're left with more questions than answers. Will Amy choose Nathan? Can she truly move on from Tay's memory? And what's next for Lou and the Heartland family? Do you think Amy is ready to love again? Will Nathan or Caleb be the one to stand by her side? And how do you think Lou's story will unfold in the coming episodes? Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to our channel Next Level for more Heartland Season 18 updates.